Hello, students. Good morning to all of you. I hope you enjoy the Diwali vacations. From today, we come back on the study. Firstly, I want to give some instruction regarding the study. Students, please do the revisions whatever we have covered in earlier lectures. That part, the most important parts in the exam point of view. So make a systematic study plans and do the study of the which parts we have covered in earlier lectures. In today's lecture, we are going to study the drug and dyes. In that, what are the different dosage form in which drug can be administered? Explain any three. The pharmaceutical products can be marked under the many different dosage forms. That is aerosol. Aerosol are the suspension of the fine solid or liquid particles in the gas used to apply drugs to respiratory tracts. Example: syrups, sprays used in the asthma, spray used in asthma. Next is the capsules. Capsules are the made up of gelatin or gelatin mixed with glycerol. They are used to unpleasant the medication. Example the antibiotics. Antibiotics are the unpleasant smell, unpleasant taste when we swallowed it. That's why it has to be covered properly. Next is the creams. Creams are in the form of jellies, lotion, ointments, and pastes. Creams are in the form of jellies, lotions, ointment, and paste are used for the external applications. These are the solutions of the drugs to be instilled into the air, eye, nose, respiratory, respectively through a dropper, dusting powder. They are the fine powder for the external uses. Next is explain the term proprietary name. This is the individual name selected and used by the manufacturer. If the drug is manufactured by more than one company, each firm assigns its own proprietary names. It should be written such that the first letter of each word of the name is in capital. Example: aspirin, which is acetyl salicylic acid, is marked under the different trade names like the Disprin, Ecosprin, Espro, Anacin, etc. What is the pharmacopoeia? Explain its importance. The pharmacopoeia means the drugs Pharmacon means the drugs, and poiens means the to make. Pharmacopoeia is the direction and the requirement for the preparation of the medicines. Pharmacopoeia is the direction and the requirements for the preparation of the medicines. It is the legislations of the country. It sets standards and obligatory quality indices for drugs, raw materials used for the pharmaceutical preparations. Give the synthesis of the drug phenytoin. Phenytoin is synthesized in the two-stage preparation of the benzylic acid ester. Benzaldehyde react with the potassium cyanide, ethyl alcohol in benzoin condensations. Give the benzoin as the products, condensation products. In the condensation reactions, remove the water molecules, that is one hydrogen atoms and one OH groups, which benzoin which on further reaction with the dilute HNO3 which on further react with the sodium methoxide, benzylic acid reagents give the benzylic acid ester. Condensation of benzylic ester with urea. Urea react with the benzylic ester on the reactions form the phenytoin as the product. Phenytoin is the 5-member ring. Here is the addition reactions takes place. Phenytoin containing the two nitrogen atoms having the hydrogen atoms attached. Next is the analgesic. Analgesic are the selectively central nervous system depressants. Analgesic are the selectively central nervous system depressant which bring about the insensibility to pain without the loss of the consciousness. Analgesic without the pain. Analgesic are commonly divided into two classes: narcotics, non-narcotics. Narcotics in the category of natural narcotics. Narcotics are the drugs which induces abnormally deep sleep and produced increased tolerance to the pain. Narcotic analgesic causes respiratory depressions and cerebral vasodilation in the central nervous systems. Opium is the dried milky exudate of the unripe seed capsules of the A species of the plant called Papaver somniferum. Opium alkaloid and their derivatives are narcoanalgesics, and the opium alkaloids exist as the two distinct structure classes, that is phenanthrene, example morphine, codeine, thiobanes, and benzyl isoquinolines, example papaverine, nascapine, etc. Next category of the analgesic is the non-narcotic analgesics. The non-narcotic analgesic as a group reduce the pain without the interacting with the opioid receptors. They possesses the anti-inflammatory property and are known as the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Further, they reduce the elevated body temperatures, antipyretic effect. They are non-addictive in doses required to produce analgesic. The non-narcotics are classified on the basis of their chemical structure as follow: salicylates, salicylates and their congeners, example aspirin, cyclohexanol derivatives, example tramadol, para-aminophenol derivatives, example phenacetin, paracetamol, phenylacetic acid derivative, example diclofenac, propionic acid derivative, example ibuprofen. Explain the chemical group salicylic acid derivatives. Salicylates are amongst the first analgesic to get the recognitions. Structures having the acidic group and ester groups. That's why it is salicylates. It is a white crystalline powder, slightly soluble in water, but soluble in alcohol, chloroform, and ethers. It is used as an antipyretic, anti-inflammatory, and analgesic in the variety of conditions ranging from headache, discomfort, and fever associated with the common cold and muscular pain or acne. As aspirin inhibits the platelet function, it has been employed prophylactically to minimize the indices of the myocardial infarction and transient ischemic attack. What is the mechanism of release of histamine? Mention its any two physiological actions. Histamine is two imidazoline ethanamines. It is a tissue amine and is obtained by the decarboxylation of the amino acid histidine. Histidine is the widely distributed in nature and is mainly present in the organs and tissue of the human body. Histamine released during the allergic and anaphylactic manifestation caused by sensitizing the antigen present in the food, pollen grains, or through the environmental factors. Histamine produces the wide variety of the physiological actions like strong vasodilation of the capillaries, increase the permeability, thus the resulting in the accumulation of the fluid in the body causing the edema, On the smooth muscles of the lungs, it produces the bronchiolar constrictions. It has the stimulatory actions on certain excretory glands, causing an increase in the secretion of the acid in the stomach. On the uterus, it causes the constriction actions. Lacrimal and the nasal secretion glands are also stimulated. Histamine plays an important part in the human allergy since the skin reactions produced by the intradermal injection of the histamine is similar to allergic skin reactions like urticaria, dermatitis, confirming thereby that the allergic reactions are due to the release of the histamine. Hence, the agents of the blocking the actions of the histamine are known as antihistaminic drugs. So, friends, remaining part we will cover in the next lecture. Thank you.